Hey Golden Goudas, this is in response to your video about that thing that you always wanted that your parents wouldn't get you. I know it's supposed to be show and tell, but unfortunately I don't have one anymore, but I used to have one. I don't know if you guys have an IKEA around you, but we've had an IKEA in Philadelphia for some time now, like probably since I'll say at least the mid-'80s. So it's the type of place that I remember, you know, as a kid going to, and always being sort of like mesmerized by like the bright colors and at the time anyway, the cheap furniture. But you know, it's the type of stuff that you know, as a kid you always want. And we would go in there periodically for like, you know, a desk for my room or something like that. But one of the things that they've always had, or I don't even know if they have it anymore, but one of the things that they always had in IKEA were these stick figures. Essentially what they are, because you use them when you're like taking a drawing class or something, it's sort of to learn you know, the structure of a body, or how to get the proportions right when drawing a body, that sort of thing. I always loved them because for some reason IKEA decided that this was going to be like their signature thing, or at least to me, you know, as a kid, that was the thing that I always looked for in IKEA. So it seemed to me like they were everywhere, and you usually see them in like, I guess the 11.5-inch figure, but they did them like really big. Like they had like 18-inch ones with like these big heads, and they were always sort of like posed in strange poses, and they were all over IKEA. So that was like the one thing that I was just like, I need one of these. I have to have one of these. And I would always ask my mother to get me one. My parents are really sort of utilitarian when it comes to going into like a furniture store like that. As far as they were concerned, it's not a toy. It's not an action figure. It's like some type of strange wooden sculpture, and what do you need that for? Like, there's no need for that. We're in IKEA to get you cheap furniture. So keep it moving. Plus, I have to say that my parents were they were very strong on their don't influence the Fagala thing. I have never liked, just gonna say it, I have never liked quote-unquote boy toys. Like, I wasn't into trucks and cars and action figures and bikes and stuff like that. And my parents tried really, really hard. Like, I remember, you know, Christmas morning, you know, hoping that I was going to get an easy bake oven or like a Barbie head, knowing I wasn't going to get one, but like, you know, getting things like, I remember one year I got like, they had like this case for Star Wars action figures that was like Darth Vader. So it was like shaped like Darth Vader. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen them or whatever. But they filled this thing with action figures, and they had all of the action figures. It wasn't like a collector's item then. I kind of wish I still had it, because I would have sold it some time ago. I had that. I had every G.I. Joe imaginable. My father had like old G.I. Joes, like the actual like doll-sized figures that he had for me. I had skateboards, I had BMX bikes. I always had like the hottest, like I always had that new shit, and all the boys, like, you know, in my neighborhood would sort of look at me like, what what is the fag gonna do with that? And I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? I don't want it. I don't want it. So, like, I end up playing most of the time with, like, cardboard and, like the box that the toy came in, no matter what it was. Like, I had robotics and, stuff like that. And I was never into it. So I was always, like, cutting up the box, you know, making a little house out of the box. My father got excited about that because he thought I was going to be an architect. So he's like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. I always asked for things like, you know, fabric or, you know, the colorful tissue paper. Yeah, I know, I'm stereotypical, but, you know, whatever. Like, you know, I remember asking for, a big, I must have been like 12, and I asked for like this big collection of design markers. And anybody who knows the design markers, they're really, really, really expensive. And I asked for that, and I didn't get it, and instead I got Sega Genesis that I never played with. I had Sega Genesis, I had Nintendo when it came out. I think the only thing that I played with as far as that goes was Atari Pong. Like, that was my game. Like, that still is my game. Like, you know, like, somebody sent me that, you know, like in an email, kind of, you know, you could load on the computer at work, and I played that for like a month straight at work. And I liked, oh god, what's the other one? Tetris. I like Tetris. But, you know, like, all that other boy bullshit, you know. So I really wanted this, this little figure, and I never got it. Like I said, when I went to college and, you know, you actually start taking drawing classes, you know, they sort of go, oh, you should get one. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get one, I'm gonna get one. I got one, you know. It didn't do anything. You know, once you have it, it's like, oh, I have it, it's great, I got it, I finally got it, and it's not that special. Okay, but, you know, that was the thing that I wanted. Like I said, I don't have one now, but, that would be my show and tell. That would be the one thing that sticks out in my head. I don't know why, but, it sticks out in my head as the thing that, you know, I always wanted as a kid. That and the Easy Band and because Jen is truly outrageous. That's it. Thank you. I'm sorry it took me so long to, like, upload another video. I'm trying to figure out what I can talk about on a regular basis and, you know, blog, like, on a daily like some of you, but I can't figure out. I don't think I'm that interesting, but I'm gonna try to get some more people. Because right now, you know, I love all of my subscribers, by the way. I love you all 5 of you. I have like 43 now. And I have some celebrities. Well, when I say celebrities, I mean, you know, vlogging celebrities, YouTube celebrities, at least in my eyes anyway, that are subscribing now. So it's nice. So thank you all. And now I have to work on getting more. But thanks. Thanks again, Golden Goudas. Bye.